You're tuning in to Rainbow Valley Radio. And today we got a story for you about a couple of dudes. And these just weren't just any old dudes. These were a couple super dudes. And they set forth on a journey. A journey beyond your wildest imagination. A journey where things happen that you probably wish you never heard about. These dudes were not just any old dudes. They were the super journey dudes. And this here journey was not just any old journey. This was a super journey. Because they are the super journey dudes. And what better journey for the super journey dudes than, well, oh hell, why don't I just play the episode? Welcome to the Super Journey Dudes podcast. I'm your host and GM, Alex DeFrancesca. I'm a tattoo artist in Toronto. My Instagram's Alex DeFrancesca, if you want to check that out. And I'll be your GM for this campaign of, are we calling it Rainbow Valley? Is that what we're going with?
Hey, that's the mother name you gave it, so that's
Rainbow Valley,
man. And that's whatever
Rainbow
you want
Valley
it to be.
is the name. All right. Go around the virtual table over here. And
all right.
Start with Chris over.
Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Chris Tung. I'm one of the co-founders of Pink City. We're an anime gaming streetwear brand, also from Toronto. And we also do some D&D charity streams bi-weekly on our Twitch channel. So I am no stranger to the Dungeon and the Dragon. I DM those games. And I just love pretending to be people I'm not. And today I will be pretending to be a deep gnome artificer named Dr. Eugene Piggio, who you will learn a little bit more about soon. I think that's it, right? Oh, and yeah, for those of you who are listening, if you guys ever hear us calling Alex DeFran, it's because that's what we call him. Because I don't know. Since we've known him since high school, and DeFrancesca just got shortened to DeFran, and that was his nickname.
Actually, there's a story to where that name came from.
Oh shit! Deep lore.
And this is the lore of my name. So you remember Jerry D? He has a show, Mr. D.
That's right.
Mr. D.
Yep.
On the first day of
he hosts Family Feud now, right?
Yeah, he
Canadian
does,
version.
So he taught. Well, you weren't there though. He taught us in grade 6.
Yeah, I arrived at the school after.
Oh yeah. So on the first day of gym class, he went around to everybody in the circle and gave them a nickname, and he gave me the nickname DeFran.
No,
and
way.
I hated it. I was
favorite nickname.
I was like, no. And everybody called me DeFran, and then it just like stuck, and I was like, all right, that's my name now.
Yeah, you can't like give yourself a nickname, you know? It's something bestowed upon you.
Well, also if your name is Alex, usually there's more than one Alex, guys and girls.
Yeah. I found out later that my dad also had the nickname DeFran when he was in school.
No way.
And like
didn't people call your older brother DeFran too?
My brother and all my cousins. It's like it's not the first time the name is
yeah. The name is I feel being on the football team, you get a bunch of stupid nicknames, man. Like it was rough.
Oh yeah.
I was like, just call me something that makes sense. I don't know.
Just go to any random European city and then you just yell DeFran and everyone's gonna be, huh? Huh? They call me that.
Oh god. Okay, I guess Roundtable is my turn now. I am Alex Sappy, or Belmont in this campaign, the Blood Hunter, a Dragonborn, and I also tattoo in Toronto. And I lived in Alex's basement. And I didn't know him since high school, but you know what? Still cool friends.
You know him now, and that's all that matters.
Still,
it was always meant to be, man. Since high school
dinners, man. Taught me how to play chess. That's all it took. Now I'm here doing all of his hobbies.
Yeah, man who play chess together stay together. That's a fact.
That's what I told my wife when I left her. So, let's have fun tonight. Let's.
Okay, cool. So my turn now. My name is Mike Tung. I'm brothers with Chris, and also went to high school with Alex DeFrancesca, DeFran, the GM. And yeah, also have some experience playing D&D in the past year in Chris's campaigns and another campaign that we had with DeFran. I am going to my 4th year at the Canadian College of Naturopathic Medicine, and I will hopefully be an ND by next year. And I'm also a co-founder of Pink City with my brother, and I am playing a Mark of the Shadow Elf named Aeronarian Heanduil, who is a rogue warlock who has a familiar named Zuzu, who is an alien who crash landed onto the planet and just we became buddies when we were younger. And we like to adventure and steal shit and just have a good time.
Nice.
This is also our first podcast, and I think also DeFran's first time DMing, Savvy's first time playing. So we're just journey dudes, man. We're just here for the journey, just chilling.
Here for the journey.
Journeying in journeys.
It's not the destination, man. It's the journey.
Exactly. It's about the journey.
It's about the friends you made along the way.
That's the perfect description of our journey, the super journey dudes.
Yeah.
It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. We're just explorers by nature.
No, it's about the journey and the dudes you meet along the
way. Excuse me, I would like an order of one journey with a side of just some dudes.
Couple journeys, couple dudes. What more can you ask for?
It's one journey for dudes, man.
Yeah, simple enough.
There's many alternatives to our name. We can go on for hours.
Yeah, that's actually what we're planning on doing for the first encounter.
We're actually not playing D&D. We're just talking about the name Journey Dudes, Super Journey Dudes, for about 2 hours.
Hey, it is Super Dudes, Super Journeys. Super Journeys.
Oh, God. I love it.
All right, y'all ready? It's Super Journey time.
It's Super Journey time.
Yeah, dude.
I'm looking at my gold watch right now, and it says it's Super Journey o'clock.
I've got this old Rolex here.
There's only one time on it. It's just
there's 12 different things that say Super Journey on it.
Absolutely with the watch.
All right.
Inherited
it's Super
from my
Journey
father.
time. Are you guys ready to?
Yeah, dude.
All right. A war of enormous proportions shook the solar system and led to the destruction of the sacred Earth. Its remains lie scattered around the sun, and a few parts still held intact by those who harness the power of the ether. Some have tried to rebuild many times, and many times have failed, for the people of Earth have still not learned to work together. Chaos reigns free as factions struggle to dominate the land in aspirations of power. However, something far more disastrous has ravaged the land, passing like a wind through the wasteland. A deadly moss-like fungus leaves those unfortunate enough to meet its fate, drained of their life force, leaving behind only a mummified crystalline skeleton decorated with multicolored fungus, giving rise to the name Rainbow Valley.
Rainbow Valley. Don't even need to add music there. We got it covered.
Rainbow Valley. All right, so we find ourselves. We see a cloud of dust drifting across the open desert. Just nothing but desert for miles. And you see a lonely caravan and a horse just passing through this desert like a strong wind. A gust of sand breezing by. And it seems to almost just pass over this caravan without even like touching it. It's almost like there's a force field over this caravan that is causing like it's like protection from the wind and the sand. And within the caravan we see a very old looking gaunt man with a black robe and white beard, and he's got this weird ancient looking hat, and he's driving and he's got like all these, you know, like trinkets and potions and all this stuff strapped around him. In the back seat of the caravan we see a man by the name of Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, you say man, and I suppose he technically is a man, but he's a young man.
He's a young man.
Let's say he's probably like 20 or so. And he is a Mark of the Shadow elf, and I'm kind of flavoring this guy as kind of like he's like an Asian elf, and he's from a family of ninjas. And he kind of just, you know, he's just wearing like all black, but he's not like particularly like armored or anything. He's just kind of chilling. And he's sitting in this caravan. His legs are up on a chair or something like that. And his buddy Zuzu is just like flying outside, just like taking a look at everything. And so Aaron and Zuzu, they share a psychic connection, so I can actually see everything that Zuzu is seeing. So I'm like looking. I'm like inside, but I can see outside, and I'm kind of chilling. Like I've never really adventured out this way before. I come from a small town where like my ancestors came from, family of ninjas, and we kind of just like, you know, keep to ourselves. And I'm one of the first people in my family to kind of like adventure outwards. And yeah, young elf dude. Just kind of chilling right now on another adventure. Don't really know what to say other than that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Describe
So-
Zuzu. What does this little guy look like?
I actually don't
Yeah.
really know what Zuzu looks like yet. I will leave that to the artists here. I'm the only non-artist actually in this group right now, which is pretty funny. But so
Honestly,
I kind of picture Zuzu as like a cute like Pokemon looking like Stitch looking like creature, alien looking creature with wings.
Yeah.
But like it's probably like furry and soft and cute. So
But also invisible, right? So
I-
like, you don't even need to know what he looks
usually
like.
invisible, but like he becomes invisible when he like interacts and does things. And you know, like he's my best friend. I don't really have any friends because, you know, met Zuzu when I was younger. Yeah, that's kind of like what I look like and what I'm about. I could go into some backstory now or whenever it's more appropriate.
no, that's good for now. You're just describing what he looks like and stuff.
Yeah,
And,
I haven't thought too much about like what he's wearing, but he probably is wearing like all black, kind of like one of those like, you know, like techie fashion, like fuckboy type guys. You know, like he wants to be
Hype beast.
stealthy, he wants to be athletic, he wants to be functional, but like he definitely needs to be all black.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I picture Zuzu as like literally that Pokemon looking character in Nausicaa, like that little like it looks like Pikachu,
but like he's got like yellow and black, like like kind of like stripes on it. And
Yeah,
That's
he's like
Pikachu. That's
furry.
Pikachu.
He's furry.
Yellow and black.
Is that Pikachu? Is that?
It's a Pikachu.
It's basically Pikachu. I think Miyazaki was just like, let's just do Pikachu.
Yeah.
Honestly, as long as he's cute, that's all I care about. And
Yeah.
so the inspiration for my character, Aeronarian, or Aaron for short, is kind of like based on Aladdin. So I'm kind of like a criminal who kind of pulls shenanigans and likes to steal stuff and go on adventures and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so you guys are passing through the desert, and you're traveling. It seems like you're traveling like a long distance, but from what you seem like you've traveled the desert land before, but you seem to be traveling way faster than you normally would, and you don't know why. It's like everything's all like windy and gusty. You don't really see anything happening, but you see like little landmarks that pass by, and you're like, we're here already. Like that's kind of crazy.
Okay.
And what do you do while you're I mean, I guess you don't really need a good answer for this, but what are you doing while you're passing the time? You're traveling for quite a while. Maybe like it feels like a couple hours, even though
I'm not sure what I'd be doing in my spare time, because I'm seeing the landscape from like a bird's eye view, so I don't really need to like look outside to see what's going on because I'm seeing everything from like the top view because Zuzu's flying outside. I might be reading a book or like I don't know.
Okay. So you hear this kind of like old voice from the front of the caravan be like, "We're gonna make a quick stop over here, and we can get out and get some water if you want. And it's just a small stop in the middle of the desert." So you guys are you reach this shack kind of in the middle of the desert. So he gets out, and then you see a character who approaches the caravan.
Yeah, out of the I'm assuming like the sand is kind of thick in the wind. So out of the sandstorm, I guess you see like a small little deep gnome hobble out carrying like a big old duffel bag. He's kind of got like a grayish purple skin. He's got these huge like bivocal like goggles that like magnify his like honey-colored eyes. Salt and pepper, mostly salt because like his hair is like white as hell. He's got like a long Fu Manchu type beard, and like his hair is long and kind of tied up in like a bun. He's got these like weird yellow rubber gloves on. What else has he got? He's got and then just like strapped all kind of along his body are like different like vials and bottles of different colored substances. As he kind of hobbles out like over, you can hear like the clanking of like the bottles kind of clanging against each other. And yeah, he kind of like makes his way over to the caravan, and I'm assuming this old guy is in and around the caravan.
Yeah, and he says, "Oh, what say you, young lad?"
Young? You're calling me young? I'm older than you.
You look like you're 23 at least.
Oh shucks, I haven't heard that since I was about 23. I was wondering, is this here caravan going east by any chance?
Yes, we're going east to Kashi.
How this feeble old body of mine can't take the journey on legs too much further. If you don't mind, if there's room on the caravan, it would do me a huge favor if you would allow just a poor old man such as myself on board. I don't have much to offer, but
Say
If
no
go- if
more,
you-
young lad.
Oh, you're a blessing. What's your name, sir?
I am Belteshazzar.
My name is Eugene, but you can call me Dr. Eugene Piggio, and or most people just call me Doc.
Well, Doc, hop on. We're going a long distance.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
no problem at all. It's my pleasure, honestly. It's my pleasure.
I kind of like hobble on board. I have like a huge duffel bag with me. That's probably like almost the same size as me.
You need help there. Do you need help there?
Oh, you are far too kind, Mr. Sorry, what was your name? Benjamin? Bangkok?
Oh, yes, Benjamin's fine.
Okay, Bradley. Here, yes, please help me. Please help me. This.
Belgicar
Yeah, I
lifts
hand him the duffel bag. But be careful, don't drop it. There are many variables within.
Belgicar just lifts his finger and it floats into the back of the caravan.
That's sick.
Well, ain't that something? I haven't seen that kind of. Are you some kind of magician?
Oh no!
What? Then what are you?
Magician? No, heavens no! I'm a wizard.
Isn't that the same thing?
Very different. Very different.
Semantics.
Well, you got your sorcerers, you got your magicians, you got your wizards,
And
you
don't
got
forget the mages.
and the mages and the sages and the monks and oh, don't forget.
Yeah, we go on for
It
about
just
20 minutes. Yeah.
This goes on. This long talk about the different.
Aaron's just in the back of the caravan.
So Aaron is probably like on the other side of the caravan. I'm probably like stretching my legs and stuff, but I am listening into the conversation through YouTube. So I know it. So I was like, oh, cool. Like, yeah, okay, he's a doctor. Then they start talking about all this stuff, and then I just like zone out completely.
Can I do a perception check? Do I see Zuzu flying around?
Do perception.
Zuzu should be invisible though.
Oh, is he invisible
Oh,
right
is
now?
he-
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
never mind then.
He's only invisible unless he's with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Solid.
So what
Yeah,
brings you?
So sorry, if I hobble on board, do I see Aaron?
Yeah, you'd see Aaron. He's in the back.
Okay.
It's like one of those caravans where it's like a stagecoach. Actually, it's a stagecoach.
Yeah, that's basically a caravan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah. He asked
Sorry,
what
can you
brings me
refresh?
here.
Are we in our own like compartments, or are we all in the same?
No, you're all
I think
in the
it's
same.
I'm
From
picturing just
Hateful
one.
Eight.
And is there
Yeah, it's
anyone
like-
else?
It's like hateful. It's like hateful eight. No, it's
Oh,
just
it's like
you.
the stage.
Oh.
I see the stage. Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
like facing each other now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys
Yeah,
say
like-
anything? You guys say anything to each other?
Well,
You just like
as I get in,
stare
I'm assuming
awkwardly?
because it's a stage. Yeah, because it's a stagecoach. Like my duffel bag is like probably knocking into his knees. Oh, sorry, Sonny. I've got too much stuff with me.
Oh, that's cool. So you're a doc, I heard.
Oh, keen of hearing this one. Yes, you heard correct. I am a doctor. You
And
can
you're-
call me Doc. It's much easier than my full name.
Cool. Yeah, my name is Aaron. What kind of doctor are you?
Well, I have 3 doctorates actually. I have a doctorate in alchemy, I have a doctorate in medicine, and I have a doctorate in the dramatic arts.
Wow,
Uh,
I have never met anyone like you before. Yeah, nice to meet you. That's cool. That's very cool. You're cool too.
And what brings you here on this fine caravan? As I like sit down and thunk my huge duffel bag into like basically taking up a whole person's seat beside me.
Yeah, I just put my legs on top of his bags and just like it's just
My bags?
like, yeah.
Watch your legs, Sonny. There's some fine china in there.
I just moved it like a little bit and then I just say yeah, I'm going to Kashi. I don't know if you heard about this fungus moss stuff that's going through, but it killed my dad, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to find some answers. It's really fucked up.
Yes, the cordyceps lenticularis. I know it well.
The what?
The cordyceps lenticularis. I know it well.
Are you referring to the fungus moss, or is that what? What?
It's a moss-like fungus, yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna call it fungus.
It is a fungus, but it is moss-like, so it can be considered moss.
You hear
To the
Belgisar.
untrained eye.
You hear Belgisar from the front. The Rainbow Death is what it's called.
Yes.
Wow.
Commonly referred to as the Rainbow Death.
Damn. Wow. So this is really widespread.
Yeah, I like nod to Aaron, and I'm like, I mean, you've seen the crystallized bodies scattered about the land, have you not?
My father. That was the first one that I saw. My father was afflicted with the cordyceps, whatchamacallit.
The cordyceps lenticularis. I know it well.
The Rainbow Death.
The rainbow death. Benjamin over here knows what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm sorry to hear about your father. It's
I'm like sitting in between these two old people, like yelling back at each other. I'm just like, oh man, it's gonna be a long drive.
Yeah, I'm yelling all the way. Yeah, I'm fully yelling.
They're still just chatting.
Yeah, you guys are like talking over me, and I'm just like, what brings you on this caravan, Doc? Like, it looks like you're far away from wherever you came from.
Ah, yes, I've come from the caves, actually. A small village. You've probably never heard of it, called Rembelda. And
Definitely not.
well, that's quite all right. I would hope that you didn't. But I've come to well, I have some business in Kashi, and so these frail legs of mine could only hold up this large duffel bag of mine for so long, so I thought I'd hitch a ride.
You hear a Belgisar from the front. He's like, good heavens now. Who is that over there drifting through the desert without a mask? My goodness.
Oh,
There's a man out there. Everybody see that man.
get this man a mask!
Get this man. My
Are you
goodness, he
talking
could
about
die.
a dragonborn out there in the distance?
Is that a dragonborn? Oh my goodness. So we pull over and we help this man who seems to be dehydrated. And Belgisar immediately hands him some of his precious water, which is very rare in the desert to have like this water, and he gives it to Belmont over here. And Sappy, describe your character.
All right, so I am Belmont. I was gonna do an accent.
Do it, man. Do it.
We'll see. It's a bit of a Peaky Blinder. All right,
Love
so
it,
got
love it.
Belmont the Dragonborn here. He's a level. He's a blood hunter. So,
Nice. That was good.
blood hunter. All right. He's got orange skin, right? He's scaly. Scaly's tall. He's tall. 6'2". 6'2". He's got button up right up to the top. Little rusted. He's been in the desert for a while now. But he's got overcoats, 2 overcoats. One of them's got pockets. He's got trinkets in them. Different trinkets. Weird body parts, different animal parts in the other one. And then in his inner pocket, you can see he's got a little bit of a whip. I equipped the whip before.
Interesting.
Man's is strapped.
Well, he's strapped. He's got the whip hat. So, yeah, right. Other than that, he's got a tail and, small wings. Not big. He's not a big dragonborn. He's more of a lizard-born dragonborn,
Oh, he's a Lizzie.
Built for the weather.
Lizzie.
He's a Lizzie.
Yeah, he's
One of them Lizzie McGuire types.
I'm a Lizzie, yeah. Right,
And
so
then Belgisar leans over to Belmont and he's, what happened to you, my good sir? What brings you in the middle of the desert without a mask?
God, I don't know if I can talk about it much, but it's been a bit of a fucking journey to get here. So I've come straight up from Death Valley, and I don't have much time, and I've got to get to Kashi, and that's all I can do for the most part.
So you're going to Kashi? That's where we're going.
How fast are we going there?
We'll get there as fast as possible. And the faster caravan in the waste.
Appreciate the drink, mate, as I needed that. I hadn't had a sip in a minute. It's been a while.
I could tell. Hop on, please.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Sit right next to you. Not much room back here, though. Oh, man.
He's Belmont's tail.
Sorry, there's not much nowhere else to put it.
It's like half filled with
mate. I'm Belmont here.
Hey, Belmont. Nice to meet you. My name's
Ron. One second.
You see the Doc. You see Doc like kind of adjust his goggles, and they kind of zoom in a little bit. And I'm looking at his like. Are you gold or like orangey?
It's like a somber gold. It's not like too bright. It's kind of rustic.
Yeah, I'm looking at your scales, and I'm just like, oh, fascinating. I haven't seen one of your kind in quite some time.
Oh yeah, well, once they see the scales, they usually try to hunt us. So try the best to keep it in. Don't like to talk about it too much. That's why mine aren't shined.
Wow, I've never met a dragonborn before. That's really cool. You seem really cool, man.
No, thanks, man.
You seem cool, man.
What's your name?
My name's Aaron.
So, where are you from, mate? Where you come from?
I come from just outside of Altair. Just going to Kashi as well. This is fucking fungus, man. Just trying to get some answers.
Started on these damn mushrooms everywhere, eh?
It's fucking fungus indeed.
People, fucking hell.
Yeah, my dad passed with the fungus.
Your father? Shit.
Yeah.
Christ.
So I don't know. We'll see what this comes up with. I've never ridden in a caravan before. I've never met a gnome before, and I've never met a dragonborn before. So this is off to a good start. It's a pretty sick journey, dude.
It's pretty super journey, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, as you say gnome, I like stand up, and I'm probably like sitting height because I'm so small. I reach my hand out, my yellow rubber glove out to Belmont, and I'm like, Dr. Eugene Piggio at your service.
Belmont the Dragonborn, here to spill blood.
Oh, well, hopefully not mine. I don't have much left.
You're good with me as long as you don't hit me with this duffel bag.
He takes like a swig of something. He's like, I've got a bit more now. You see like a noticeable like my like cheeks and like my nose have like a bit of a red blush to them. Very Master Roshi-esque.
What you been drinking in there? What's that?
Oh, just a little something I've whipped up together. You know, I am a master of potions. You see.
Right.
Yeah, I give him a sip.
Let me get. One second.
Can I have a sip too, Doc?
I need a drink.
As long as you don't carry those dangerous spores.
Glass you got here, Doc. Shit. What's in it?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Mostly just this.
Tastes like piss.
I'm actually giving them sips of my experimental elixir, which, as an alchemist artificer, you guys, like, when you guys, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but for the next minute, if you guys make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can add a d4 to it. But you feel a little more, like, rejuvenated from it, and, like, I feel a little more rejuvenated from it as well every time I sip from it.
Very cool.
The card gave me an upset stomach, so this is actually helping out a lot.
Well, don't ever take a potion from a stranger. That's what my father always told me. He's dead. From exactly that, taking taking a drink from a stranger.
My God. So while you guys are talking, you see that Belgicar actually got out of the car, and like he's like collecting these scorpions from the ground. He's got like about 10 scorpions.
In one hand.
He's like putting them in a jar, and he's like just collecting these scorpions. He's like, yes, these are good. These are great. These are great.
Without looking out the caravan, I'm just gonna like yell out, like, "Hey, why are you collecting scorpions?"
Oh, great for poison. I use this stuff all the time with my, you can add it to, whatever you want. If you want to poison somebody, these are great.
Oh.
You'll need them in the waste.
You can
Oh,
also make an antidote for the stings as well.
oh.
you can
Probably
do
much
that.
more important.
So wait, should we all be collecting them then?
You're talking to a doctor.
I've collected all the ones.
Can I hop out and collect some scorpions too?
Yeah. There's you could probably find at least
Experiment.
you can probably find at least 3 of them.
Can we make
Alright,
investigation checks? See how many we get.
Yeah.
Actually, roll an investigation check. That's good. That's good.
Ooh, I got a 17 plus. I got a 24.
Oh my god. All
How do you-
right. So Belgicar got a 3, so he just collected 3. I'm gonna
So
say
with 20
so you-
with a 24, like I feel like I know I've done this many times before.
Oh yeah, you
Oh my
you just like you don't even collect the scorpions. You just like do an incision in like get the gland. You have like you get like 20 glands of
Holy shit.
scorpions.
So I had 27, I guess.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh.
So you both
Because I rolled a
Uh,
19.
I rolled 21.
all right, you guys get a lot of scorpions. You
Lot of scorpions, baby.
You guys like find the nest of the scorpions underground, and you get like I don't know. I'm gonna say, what? So 20. If you get 20 above a 20 to 25, you get like 15 scorpions. If you get above a 25, you get 20 scorpions.
Damn. I'm gonna
And
add
then
that
we
right in here.
Joke, so
20 scorpion glands.
Yeah, and
I see Belmont like just fucking wreck house and get a bunch of scorpions. I'm like, a natural scorpion hunter.
yeah.
we were just having lunch. I thought we were just having lunch. Been out here for so long, I didn't know.
You like eat the scorpions and just save the tails. So
Yeah.
you
Got a pocket full
Ah,
already on the way here.
good job, bingo.
yeah, like Belgicar rolled a 3,
Alright.
so Belgicar got like 0 scorpions, and everybody else got like 20 scorpions.
I was up there collecting them. He only had like 2 already.
He's
Yeah,
like,
like,
"My
hey, what are you
God."
doing? Picking up scorpions? Oh, we take all of the scorpions.
From the caravan.
Oh my god. He's like, can you mind if I have a couple? I really need them. Just for stuff in the future, if you guys don't mind.
I'll give him 5, and I'll be like, for
I'll-
the
Thank
for
you.
the journey ahead.
Thank
give
you
me-
so much.
You gave me a drink. I'll give you. How many do I
Your
have?
generosity, Benjamin.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, the same amount. I don't want to give you too much. I don't want to.
It's okay. You don't have to. I just was
15
trying to.
off.
It's good enough. Oh, you keep them. You keep them. So then he gets back in the caravan, and then you guys keep on going, and you seem to pass through like I said before. It's like you seem to be passing with like a lot, like you're covering a lot of distance in a short amount of time, and you guys start to approach a land where you can see like there's kind of like little shacks and kind of like shanty town huts every so often. Every couple miles you see like like a couple of shanty huts, and like you might catch a glimpse of like some of these bandits that are in these huts, that if they look at you, they seem to look at you with like a very intense and violent attitude. Like they're not like, oh hey, what's up? It's like everybody that you see is pretty much like, I'm gonna kill you. But they
I
seem
don't like this.
they seem to be like they seem to be standoffish because they see the caravan. Once they see the caravan,
and they can see like a glow from the caravan, they kind of like back off and go inside their tent. And you can see they're like about to start some shit, and then they see the caravan. They kind of go back inside their shacks.
Hmm.
Um,
So I'm probably noticing this from Zuzu because Zuzu's looking outside, and I'm just like, "Hey, what's the deal with these like bandits, and why are they scared of our caravan?"
Are you asking Belgicar?
I'm asking Balthazar, yeah.
Oh, nothing to worry about. Trust me, I've seen these folks many times on my travels.
So what is it? You cast a spell or something?
No, it's not a spell. They're just scared of me.
Oh,
I'm a very powerful man.
oh, yeah.
I don't know if you know this. I am Belgicar.
Ah, uh-huh.
Belgic. I thought your name was Benjamin.
Benjamin? No, you said Benjamin. I said Belgicar.
Benjamin.
Benjamin? No, that's not my name, but you can call me that if you wish. I have no
Benjamin's
qualms or
a much
worries.
more powerful name.
It's
If
much
you
more.
like the name Benjamin, call me Benjamin. I've never heard that name in my life. That sounds like a very ancient name. I've never heard of it. Benjamin. That sounds like, oh, back before in the land when the earth was once round. I remember there were many, many people.
Wait,
No,
the Earth's not
before
round
the-
anymore?
Back
Wait,
before
Earth
the
not flat?
great. Oh, yes, back before the great cataclysm.
they flattened it out.
Hmm.
Fuck, man, that was a crazy time.
Oh, it's not flat. It's just pieces of asteroids.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
We're just floating around in an asteroid. You guys didn't know that?
I guess if you jigsawed it, though, it'd be round still.
It's technically not flat, but it's not round. That's for sure.
Belgica is just a flat earther in the future.
Oh, heavens no. Heavens no. We live on an asteroid. That's our life right now, if you guys anyways.
Oh, Belgica.
So, what kind of powerful magic do you wield?
Well,
Beelzebub.
if you must know, I've trained under the one of the great masters. One of the great masters of the land. Maybe you've heard his name. He is a great wind master.
Ooh.
The great wind master, known as
The Great Windmaster.
the great. Oh yes, the great wind master.
windy.
My memory is coming back. The great
Known
wind
as
master.
God.
His name is Vayuga. Maybe you've heard of him. He is one of the great wind masters of the land, and he has taught me almost everything I know.
Can I roll a history check?
You barely
heard of
remember
this
his name.
guy?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Ooh, 23.
Less,
Okay, you know that Vayuga is he's like one of the ancient masters of the art of bending the wind. He knows how to control the wind. So this is like a master who's mastered the element of air, and he's taught like many of the pirates of Kashi how to like control the wind and how to sail in the wind. Thunder is a type of wind, and like there's like passing through the sky is a type of wind, and like things like that.
With a 23, do I also know what the other like masters are?
I'll
Or have heard
say
of them?
yeah, you'd probably know the other masters. You know that there is Earth Master Naga. You know about the Wind Master Vayuga. You know about the Water Master Majala and the Fire Master Shifu. But
Oh,
there are other masters, but you're unfamiliar with
okay.
with them. You do know, you've heard of the name Yakasha, the Sky Master, but you don't know anything about him.
because
Okay.
you are from the Himalayan mountains, and you've heard of that name from around there.
Okay. Yeah, when I hear him say that name, my eyes go a bit wide, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah,
one of the
like
masters, one of the great masters.
yeah, like that usually people they actually learn from like a lesser master. They don't learn directly from this guy, and he has like directly learned from this guy, and you're like very impressed by that.
Yeah, you guys all see like
Yeah.
my like tensed up nerves like kind of relax a little bit, and I like look around to all you guys, and I'm just like, well, we are in good company then. Don't have to worry about those bandits.
Good.
Oh,
Better than his drink then. Better than his drink then.
okay. I have no idea what's going on. That's cool.
Yeah,
I just go on a tirade. Well, Amber, well, these great masters are blah blah blah.
Oh, they helped shit.
Totally zoned out.
You're talking about
Yeah.
kitchens.
Yeah, 30 minutes later, I'm like, are you still there, Armand?
Armando.
Armand.
Antonio, are you still there?
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, as we're traveling, I probably want to talk to Belmont and Aaron a little bit.
Sure.
More specifically, Aaron. I'm kind of like, I'm gonna toss out a couple questions because he mentioned the thing about his dad. So during like that whole ride, as we're kind of passing through those little shanty towns, I'm just kind of making small talk, and I'm just taking sips on my little flask, and I'm just like, so, Antonio, tell me what you know about this fungus.
I don't know. I don't really know much about the fungus. I was a pirate for a bit, and then I came home, and then my dad went on a business trip, and then his body was just like a crystallized mummy when I got back, and it was just, I don't know. I don't really know the details. Like, I guess his coworkers like found his body like that. I don't really know.
The
but-
rainbow death. It is a morbid end, that is for sure, but
Yeah.
there is beauty to it when you, and I look out to like the waist, and you see like the twinkle of the rainbow like bodies that have like crystallized over time.
The glitter.
Yeah, does it like kind of create like almost like a
Give me like a rainbow powder.
like a rainbow like the sun shining off it, like an aurora borealis type effect?
It creates like a iridescent glow.
Yeah,
So
like-
That's
when
pretty cool.
the sun isn't setting yet, so you see just like the sun is beginning to set. So this
Yeah.
is when a time where actually Belgicar is starting to like he's finding a spot to set up camp for the night. But
Okay.
but right now you see the sand is like, it creates like a rainbow kind of streak across like large streaks of colors, and you can see like its iridescent glow. Like when the sun hits it, it kind of like shines
That's
like
cool.
rainbow colors.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, I kind of open up the conversation to Belmont as well, and I'm just like, well, I've heard there's a man named Janky in Kashi that might know a bit more about this fungus.
Janky, say.
Janky.
But what kind
Janky.
of man is Janky? Have you heard much about him?
All I know is that he might know a little more about this fungus and may be able to help those who have loved ones affected. I kind of yell out to Belgicar.
The men?
And I'm just like, hey, Bradley, do you know of a man named Janky in Kashi? By any chance?
Oh, Janky. Oh yes, Janky. We are good friends.
Oh,
My old
is that
friend.
so?
Oh yes. You know, I'm friends with a lot of cool people in Kashi.
All right.
Okay, don't have to
Name
rub it
dropping
in.
a bit, yeah. Hear it.
Hey,
Yeah,
well
D-Friend.
then. only
D-Friend,
the
would you
nice
say
ones.
Janky is the same person that There's my contact. So my dad's friend who gave me a name. Would that be also Genki?
Okay, I'll say just roll a history check
Okay.
to see if you would know about him. Because yeah, I don't remember us talking about it.
We didn't talk about this. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
So just
I rolled a
roll
16.
15. Okay,
16.
you've a 60. Yeah, you've heard of the name before. You don't know anything about him, but you know that he sells potions. He's like kind of like uh not
Alchemist?
a yeah, he's an alchemist. He's kind of like a tinkerer, but
Oh, okay. So okay.
yeah.
So he's one of the Doc's friends.
Uh he Dr. Piju knows about him.
I see.
How do you know him, Chris?
I probably
Eugene?
I probably just because I've been studying so much about all of this stuff. Maybe like I heard whispers of someone Kashi that has made breakthroughs or something of in regards to like finding some kind of answer to what this whole thing is.
So this guy's like kind of famous, I guess, if I know about him because I'm
He's famous. Yeah, he's like he would be considered like he's famous in terms of like uh people know about him for like he does a lot of work that gets traded through the main trade routes. So you would have known about him through like maybe potions that he's made that got all the way to Altair that you
Oh,
were
cool.
or
yeah.
maybe the potions that I have, like I know that he made them even though I like stole them or like found them while I was pirating or something. Like he's like
Yeah.
making
Like
potions.
you see like a little stamp on his potions that say
Very
janky.
cool. Very
maybe like some of the scrolls and recipes that I've come across as well, like have been stamped
Yeah.
Genki as well, and that's maybe how I know the name.
How do you
Yeah,
spell
exactly. He also writes a lot of stuff. Like he writes a lot of scrolls. He writes like he's
Right.
like a magic wielder and stuff like that. And
Right.
yeah. And there's a lot of rare there's a lot of stuff in Kashi that you wouldn't find in the big city of Altair. There's like a lot of like kind of homebrewed items. There's like more rare items in Kashi. There's more like, maybe there's also more information in Kashi. There's
Yeah,
more
like black market stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you put it that way. Yeah, I guess the moss looks nice when you don't think about the fact that it's all dead bodies out there.
Well, we think they're dead, but who knows what's
I
beneath.
really hope they're not dead. Yeah, good point. Good point, Doc.
Right. All my time spent out here, I've never seen one of them move yet, but yeah, I'll be either.
Well, hopefully they're not dead.
They look pretty dead to me. And the Belgicar kind of pulls over his caravan, and you can see the sun is glowing like orange. It's about to set, just like 15 degrees up. Like at the 15-degree mark, it's about to set, and then he starts setting up shop, and he kind of creates like a cove. Like there's like a rock there, and then he like sets up a fire by the rock so that the heat stays in. He creates like this kind of like this comfortable kind of hidden because it's like under the this dune, and he sets up like a proper shelter and everything like that.
Yeah.
And then he starts a campfire, and as the sun begins to set, you could see that it creates like this iridescent glow in the sunset, and the sunset is like just crazy colors, like you've never seen. I mean, maybe you have seen colors like this, but for the people that were in the desert, but like maybe Belmont's seen the sunset.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah.
Or maybe I have, because we've been traveling for what, like a week or a couple of weeks or something now.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
And then you see like this kind of like, it's like a glow that it's like rainbow colors that kind of like are moving in the sky. And it's kind of like it's almost like a galaxy, and you can see the stars. Like there's no light pollution. You see like the stars beginning to come up behind you, and then you guys are just sitting around the campfire, just talking about stories of your life.
As the sun sets, can I like nudge Belgicar and just be like, are there any nighttime terrors and dangers we should be worried about?
Oh, you like to hear some stories?
No, I just want to know if we're safe.
Well, that you opened up a whole can of tales now.
Can I overhear this conversation and then let him know what I see from Zuzu's point of view? Because I have like I can see in the dark and I can see in magical darkness, so like I can see everything basically.
Yeah.
So what does Zuzu see?
You don't see anything. You see Belgicar's basically set up a good spot. He knows the desert pretty well. And you can tell that he's like picked a safe spot to like hide out. There's no one around. No one really comes to this part of the desert. There's no shacks, or there's no no settlements happening anywhere nearby. They kind of seem to be all close to like a main trail that's like far off to the north, and he's kind of settled down into this like almost like a little valley kind of thing.
Yeah. So I'll tell Eugen. Oh, don't worry, old man. I can kind of see around here. There's nothing really around here, and I have ways to keep watch at night. So
how are you able to see so much? It's so dark outside.
Well, I'm an elf, and I don't know. I have my ways.
Sneaky about it, is he? Don't tell us.
Spooky. Very spooky indeed.
Well, keep an eye on that.
Let me just tell you, you'll be safe with me. I mean, at least for now, unless somebody plans to attack us. But let me tell you, they will not have a good time.
Do you have any potent herbs on you?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you have any potent herbs on you?
Oh yes, and he pulls out this massive pipe that extends down to his legs.
Oh my god! It's a didgeridoo, basically.
It's basically a didgeridoo, and he fills it up with this green herb, and he smokes this. He takes like a massive, like he probably smokes it for like a minute, just one hit. He's just pulling on one hit for like a minute, and then he passes it to you.
Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
Fucking slobber on it, though.
Oh yeah, well, I can't. Sometimes I can't control myself.
All right. Anyone else want it?
Oh no, thank you. I don't partake. I've got my own poisons. As he like pulls a different flask out.
Yeah, I'll just say, I mean, let me know how it is, and maybe I'll have some tomorrow.
That's
fine. More for us.
Here you go.
And then Belgicar continues to tell like stories of the waste, and how he it's one time, a long time ago, I was traveling through the desert, and it seemed like the desert was alive. It started moving. It started calling my name.
Oh.
It started to shake the ground and terrify people around me. And, this happens all the time, actually. I've just gotten used to it. Don't be afraid. It's just, natural causes.
All right.
and you see like the desert. Like you look in the distance where the horizon is, and you can see the the sky kind of like it kind of like looks like it's thick. You know what I mean? Like it, you just start to see like the heat.
Thick.
It's like kind of like the heat of the desert is coming off, and it's kind of creating like this mirror almost.
Yeah.
And it's almost
Oh,
like
yeah.
you can almost see like some type of like figures, or not figures, but it's like kind of like ethereal kind of like movement of the sky in the distance. But you know, it's not like a person, but you can.
Mm.
It's just one of those things. It looks like the desert's kind of like, you know, just like glitching out, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that a sight?
Fucking, man, that's what he's hitting me red hard right now.
Oh, nothing to worry about though. You just be nice to the desert, and it'll be nice to you.
Man, the desert's it's shaking, mate. Shaking a bit.
Oh, you've had too much of the herb.
Well, it's what the point is, mate. It's not usual. It's not usual.
Oh, you must have seen this traveling. How did you get across here so fast?
Oh, it's just scorpions, mate. Just scorpions.
Did someone say scorpions? I pull out like 13 tails. Can I say like while during this downtime, like I'm kind of working with these tails and making like some poisons for my first like potions and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Can I go over to him and see what he's doing? And can I ask, hey, I see you're making them into poisons. Can you make me some too?
I guess you'll see you're gonna see me like have all these like bottles and vials and flasks and I'm making concoctions, but I keep like taking stuff and putting stuff back in like an endless amount of times into my duffel bag.
Yeah. And and also like for me, I'm kind of doing the same thing. Like I put all my shit in my ring. So like all the scorpions, like I just grab it and then it just goes into my ring, and I just like show you all the scorpions that I have, and I ask you if you can do it.
Did that come out of your ring?
Maybe.
That's a fancy ring if I ever saw one. What's the deal with that?
I just found it one day.
Ah.
And you can see Belgicar kind of like he's like doing something with his, you know, he's like writing something in his notebook, but then he's like kind of glancing at that ring, and he's like kind of like he looks at it in a very interested way, but he doesn't say anything.
This is fucking
So-
side
so-
plot.
Can I see if Zuzu notices him looking at the ring?
Yeah.
Like perception.
Insight or perception.
Okay, so 16.
Yeah, you would probably see it.
Okay, so if that's the case, can I get Zuzu to go and to look to read what he wrote?
Yeah, sure.
Can he read?
Well, I'm looking through his eyes.
Oh yeah, I see.
So what am I rolling for that?
Wait, are you doing that mid conversation with me? I'm like, did I lose you, Sonny? What's going on?
I can also ask.
Game of Thrones when they're
Yeah, like do you war? Like what happens to you when you? I think you can only see through the eyes, right?
Well, let's see. What does it say here?
I
So
think.
I will show you guys what I have.
that'd be right creepy mid combo.
Yeah, his eyes just go white, and I'm like, are you okay? Maybe you shouldn't take the poison.
Oh no, it's not that. Okay, yeah. So, voice of the chain master at the bottom. I can communicate telepathically. I can perceive through the senses as long as it's in the same plane. You can speak in your familiar's voice. Yeah, like I don't think I need to like switch to it. I'm pretty sure like I
No, yeah, it's cool. So Zuzu looks at what Belgicar is writing, and it's a poem to the desert. He's just writing a poem, and it reads like, "Oh, great spirit of the desert, you let me come and pass without a scratch. My endless gratitude to you for letting me be a part of you and letting me pass. And then that's like, it continues on like that, just praising
Right.
the desert.
So he looked over at the ring and then he just continued writing his poem.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I'm in this conversation with Eugen, and then I'm like chuckling to myself, like he's just writing a fucking poem. Like,
and then Belgicar looks over to you and he's like, he's a nice imp.
oh, yeah. I'm reskinning him as an alien, so I don't know if anyone knows what he is, but yeah, he's a nice whatever. Sure,
Okay, I'm gonna say Belgicar looks over after that. He's like,
nice pet or something.
he's a beautiful creature. Very interesting. Where
Oh,
did you find such a creature?
Okay. Well,
He is not of this planet, I can tell you that.
Creatures where? Ah!
and then I'm kind of like looking around, and I notice that you're both looking at me. I'm just like, okay, well, I might as well just tell you guys. And then so Zuzu comes out of invisibility, lands on my shoulder, and I'm just like, this is Zuzu, everyone. Like, that's why I can see everything.
Right, I'm too high for all of this right now. Yeah. Too much weed, too much pipe.
You're tripping out like crazy right now.
The mountains were shaking earlier. Now you bring me this invisible. What is this?
Yeah.
Can I hand Belmont some kind of a potion and be like, here, drink this. It'll freshen you up.
Even me out a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just like stabilize you a little bit.
Actually, I want to say that also Belmont, after smoking the weed, roll a perception check with with advantage.
Oh, whoa.
Advantage. Oh man.
Yeah.
Shit, that shit gives you advantage? Okay.
Okay.
I might partake now.
Sorry, perception roll?
Yeah.
Oh good.
Performance enhancement weed? Sign me up.
That's right. Why do you think I smoke it? Wait, sorry,
All right.
say that again.
We'll take it's
11.
9, but we'll take the 11.
11 plus what? Plus anything?
It was 10 plus 1.
Okay. You still don't see much actually, but you see like the hallucinations of the desert is like you see it become more vivid. Almost like there's like a mirror that appears in front of you where you can almost see your reflection.
Oh shit.
In the mirror, like yeah, it's like almost like the air
Double
physical. You just track it down to like I'm tripping balls. I'm tripping out right now.
There's a lot going on there. There is. I don't have much to bring to the plate in terms of creatures and stuff, but let's meet this creature here. Let's give it a moment. Talk.
Wait a second. So are you guys just seeing Zuzu because you smoke whatever you smoke?
No.
Only because it's on my shoulder right now, I think.
Only because he smoked, he started seeing some hallucinations of the desert.
Okay.
Yeah, so if he's visible, yeah, I'll probably go up like right up to him and like kind of twiddle around with my my goggles and like magnify it a bit and be like, what is this?
So Zuzu's probably like imitating what you're doing to you because they happened to him before.
How adorable.
Yeah, I found this ring one day and then I just put it on, and then inside my ring there's actually like a spaceship or something, and like that's where this guy came from. I don't really know, but yeah, we're buds.
Does it understand the common tongue?
Yeah, it's kind of weird to say, but we kind of share a brain. Like I can see what he's seeing, you can see what I'm seeing, and like we don't like. He knows what I'm feeling and he knows what I want, but like we don't really like talk to each other. I don't know.
Can I take out a small vial and I put it in front of Zuzu and I'm like, here, spit in this.
Yeah, okay. I
Bothered.
nod to Zuzu and he can spit into it.
Ha, fascinating. And I pocket the vial.
Tested later. And it is part him.
Yeah,
and I whisper to Aaron, I'm just like, oh, and Andrew, if he needs to go, you let me know. And if he could fill up one of these vials with that would just be it'd be wonderful.
What are you talking about? Are you selling piss? Dog with it. I've been in the desert for weeks.
Well, like Zuzu is like totally understanding what you're saying, and he just like starts taking a piss.
Oh! I like put the vial right underneath, and I catch it, and I like take a whiff. Okay. This may prove useful in some capacity. I don't know. I've never
You're
met
really
a
lucky.
creature like this.
This guy takes a piss like once a day, like maybe. So I don't know. Like I've never really looked at it before, but you can let me know what's in it.
D-Friend, I'm gonna add 1 vial of Zuzu spit and 1 flask of Zuzu piss to my inventory.
Nice. All right. That's good.
I feel like that's what he would do
Your
when
inventory.
you're discovering a new creature.
Bath water.
That's so good. Oh my god. That's
It's gonna end up just like we're in battle. I just throw the piss at someone. It's not even gonna be like used for anything.
That's gonna come in handy later. I'm gonna make that do something.
In a quest.
Yeah. That's the long rest I can use is to like I don't know, set someone on fire or some shit. I don't even know.
Highly flammable.
Yeah, different. You let me know. You let me know what this shit does. Obviously not now. Like I can probably study it over the course of some days and like add chemicals and stuff to it.
Yeah, that's
and
good. I'll do like a bunch of random rolls for you. Like you do a bunch of random rolls to see the properties of it. I'll figure that out.
Yeah, we don't have to do that now because I probably have to spend time studying it and shit.
You need like a lab.
I would say that Zuzu is loving the attention right now because usually I try to keep him a secret, but like the fact that you could just see him right away, like what's the point of? And I've been in this caravan with you for like weeks, and like I consider you like a friend, I suppose. So Zuzu is just kind of like going around and just like getting attention and like getting pets and stuff.
Yeah, Belgicar is like fascinated by him. He's like, oh, he's so delighted. He's like, oh, wow, where are you from, little one? You look like you're definitely not from here. You must be from the stars. Wow, all the mystery. I wish I could talk to you. Oh well.
Yeah, Zuzu's loving it right now.
What, is he in the air all the time, or does he do other stuff?
I don't know. He kind of just explores and likes to look at stuff and fly around and kind of like show me what's going on.
Can he bring you things?
He could bring me things. He's brought me many things. And then I just kind of like unload a bunch of like cushions and stuff out of my ring, and I just kind of like lie down and like get like a blanket and stuff, and I'm like ready to go. Like, yeah, like Zuzu's got me all of this stuff. I got a whole room in here, man.
Yeah. Well, it would have been helpful in the desert. Would have been nice. A little collection.
Yeah, I got a lot of funny stuff in here over the years from Zuzu. I don't even know what to do with it.
All I've got is this piss on my pants and these 2 sweaters I'm wearing. Can't wait till we make it to Kashi. I need to buy some new things.
Yes, we're almost there.
So wait, so Belmont, why are you going to Kashi?
It's a bit of a deep story, right? But I just need to get some information.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, same here. And I'm like trying to like be cool with like all these people who are older than me. Like, yeah, man, like same here. Like,
Well, if it's information you seek, perhaps Beelzebub over there knows. He's quite knowledgeable, right?
You mean me? Oh
Yeah,
well.
sorry.
What are you looking for? Sorry, I'm quite high.
Belgica, put the pipe down for a second, Belgica. I'm looking for something specific, mate.
What are you looking for?
Across my time in the desert, right? I met this warlock, Selene the warlock, right?
Selene,
Selene, right? So posted up, got a campfire set for myself. I get fucking jumped in the middle of the night. Fucking jumped. I'm obliterated already, as you can tell. Again. And so out of nowhere, this warlock comes around the corner. And fucking just 2 spells later, 5 of these blokes are gone. Disintegrated bones. Absolute bones. So she comes up to me and she's basically takes me in. I don't know why. It was like I was a lost puppy. She kept me, she taught me the dark arts a bit. And she tells me, I tell her my tale. I can't tell you much more for my own safety and your own. But I told her mine and she told me hers. And she told me I need to look for something called the Book of the Dead. Have you heard of it?
Whoa.
He goes and you can tell Belgicar goes into like this very serious state that you've never seen him in, and he kind of like, yes.
What's that?
The Book of the Dead. It's a very dangerous thing you're looking for.
I need it. I need it for reasons I can't delve into right now. But
you know that with these powerful things requires a very stable mind.
Yeah, you trying to say something?
Are you?
You think I'm not stable?
I'm just saying you might need to handle these certain things that require immense power to handle.
With great power comes great responsibility, is what my father told me. The one who died from drinking someone else's drink.
That's strange. My father said the same thing.
Wait, do we have the same father?
Impossible.
It's very possible.
Parks and shit.
What like
This-
race are you, Belzajar? Belchazar?
You can't just ask people
Belgica.
that.
No, I'm not asking him as me. Like, what do you look like? You have a hat? Or are you
just Belgicar just looks like an old white man with,
Just an
with a
old
long
white man.
beard.
The white beard.
okay?
Yeah, he's got a long beard. He looks like a
No Santa Gandalf.
yeah, he looks like Gandalf basically.
Okay.
He's got a long black coat. He doesn't have a like wizard hat. He has like this. It looks like a
You can
straight hat with like a flat top, and it's got like these kind of patterns of color inside, like weaved into the hat. And it looks like the hat looks like a very like ancient kind of like it looks like it's like a very mystical hat. He looks very mystical.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, you don't know if he's human or not, but
Okay.
he seems like he's human. He looks human.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So Belchazar goes into a deep, very deep voice, and he like gets very serious, and he starts talking about like the thing that you were looking for. You may find leads in Kashi, but you will need to talk. You'll need to visit the Temple of Darkness and talk to a lady in there known as Sanjita.
Sanjeet.
Sanjita will tell you everything you need to know.
Temple of Darkness, Sanjita.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry?
No good could come from something called the Book of Death. That's just my 2 cents.
It's just I need it to make things right.
To make things die?
It's to correct the balance that's been done in my life.
Not to make
There's
things...
enough death in this land, as I gesture towards all the mummified crystal corpses or like
No,
bodies.
But it is not to make things die. It is to bring things from the dead.
Whoa.
Oh.
Something...
And shouldn't it be called the Book of Life? That's dumb.
I didn't name it.
Oh no, no one knows.
Who the hell named that?
It's untitled. They didn't want to claim it.
Oh, it does more than just that. Oh, believe me. Not just you are looking for the Book of Death. There are many, many people across the land who believe that this is their salvation. And they will do anything to get it.
Well,
I must warn you.
Wait,
I must warn you. I must warn you that...
I'm going to warn you.
I must warn you.
What?
The danger of wielding such a powerful force. You will have the entire land against you.
Well, I'm already in a situation where I don't have much, so figured I may as well get a Book of Death.
Very well.
Okay, no problem.
I'll warn them. You to warn me then, all right.
Before you try to wield the Book of Death, you must visit the Master of Darkness. He who has no name. He is the one who has taught the Master of Time, who has taught the Master of the Sky, who has taught Vayuga, my Air Master, who has then taught me everything I know.
It's all connected then.
The Master of Darkness, he who has no name.
There's no name. How am I going to find him?
That's the question. And then Belgisar just looks off into the distance and trips out.
Like Belgic, mate.
He's just staring into the blank space.
Oh, we've lost him.
He's actually looking into the sky, and he sees he's just staring into the stars.
He's like fucking drooling, staring.
He's just mesmerized. He's mesmerized. He's not scared at all. He's mesmerized by the space, and he's just like staring into the sky. Like, oh my, such beauty.
First of all, you guys are into some really cool shit. I would be very intrigued to know how you find what you're looking for. And also, Belchazar, if you know so much, why are you just a caravan driver?
I was cursed to travel this road
Oh,
long
shit.
time ago. I'm just a humble servant.
Who cursed you?
Oh, it's complicated. You really want me to get into all that? I don't know.
No, I don't.
It's an X, isn't it? I know how curses go.
It's a very powerful curse. A curse by someone much more powerful than me. Much more powerful than my master.
Whoa.
Yuga.
It's somebody that I've never met. But I don't know how it happened. I woke up one day and my caravan had a sigil on it. Next thing I know, I couldn't move from my caravan. I had to travel the waste for years.
You can't move from your caravan?
I can't be away from my caravan for more than 24 hours.
Is that what that fucking smell was when we got in the back?
Oh, yeah, well, that was me.
What?
It's still a beautiful life. And I won't go into any more of it.
Wow. Okay, that is really interesting. You are a very
Yeah.
interesting person.
You could tell he's very vague about it, and he's not like, you could roll an insight to see, like, he's
I got
actually, what did you get?
got a 10.
Okay, you are just like, he's told me everything.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, he told me everything and I've already lost interest, so
Yeah, you're kind of like, all right, this is like as far as the extent of how much I care.
yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, he's cursed and he got cursed by somebody. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
that. Does anybody else want to make an insight on
Yeah, I'll
the
make.
nature?
Oh god, I rolled an 8. Nah, mate, it's all right. It's all right. So it's been a long night.
Well, either way, you could tell that he's like very vague about it, and he's not. He's leaving out some details.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Yeah.
on mutual grounds at least.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, like, I actually regret that I asked that, and I wish I'd never find out.
I'll tell you one day, though. Shit.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Yeah, I just put a hand on his shoulder. Well, Buttersworth, you are a very interesting man, and I thank you for your hospitality.
But there's no problem. It is my wish to serve you. It is my pleasure, actually.
Wait, so you're telling me if you weren't cursed, you'd still be out here doing this?
Yes, this is what I was doing when I got cursed.
So that doesn't answer Armin's question. Why did you start caravanning in the first place?
Oh, caravanning in the first place. Well, I was cursed.
Oh no, wait, what?
Oh, you mean the first place? Ah, yes. I am a transporter, and I have been since the beginning of since I was a young boy in my father's. I would
Since you were
follow him.
cursed.
I would follow him, and he would deliver goods to the nearby cities and search for magic items to bring back and sell. And I've carried on in the tradition
All right.
for the rarest magic items in the land.
You have the rarest magic items in the land with you right now?
Yeah, hold on.
Well, that's all I can say.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Okay.
It's not like I keep them with me. I deliver them to Kashi.
Ah, I see.
Are you delivering some right now?
I am delivering very powerful magic items. Very, very powerful.
Do you think anyone would miss him if you gave us some?
Oh, these are far too powerful. It could drive you mad.
I whisper to Belmont, I'm like, I think we're the magic items. It's a fable he speaks of.
And Belgicar winks at you.
Oh.
His eyes
Oh.
sparkles.
Oh.
All right, this is charming.
All right, so do you guys do anything before you
Yeah,
take
I
a
guess
rest?
we'll rest and like before I rest, I'm gonna work on like making some brews and making some poisons out of the scorpion things and studying this Zuzu piss and Zuzu spit.
Okay.
We're getting in deep, titrating.
I'm gonna tell Zuzu that once everyone goes to sleep to check the caravan for magic items.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm not
You
gonna
can-
steal anything, or I don't plan on stealing anything, but I just want to know like what this guy's talking about. I'm just curious.
Okay, you can look in the caravan. Like you want to do a perception check?
I'll do investigation.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah, that's the one.
yeah, so investigation. That's just intelligence, I guess. So it's flat roll for because I'm rolling for Zuzu, so it's gonna be.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually a 19.
Well, you know for sure there's nothing in there. There,
Oh,
all of the like you don't see any magic items there. You just see like everyday food and whatever, water supplies and stuff like that.
okay,
But yeah, he does. There's none in the actual caravan.
okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all good.
yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Anything else? And then I guess it's the sun rises, and
yeah.
what do
I'll
you?
probably be up early because I only need as an elf, I only need to meditate for 4 hours as my long rest.
Oh yeah, nice.
So
Oh yeah.
I'm up early.
Trance.
My trance.
Actually, we were gonna do. I don't know if you guys want to do this, but tell some stories of your past to each
Yeah, we can
other,
do that.
or
Yeah,
did you already do that? Basically, like if you have any to say, just say like talking around the campfire, and you guys are like laughing about stories that Belgicara starts with like. There's one time I was traveling the desert. A group of bandits, 30 deep, 30 men,
13
Oh,
feet.
30 men of bandits.
Like he's
All start. They think that they can take me out. So I'm just playing it casual, And then they hit my horse, and that's when I got too far. I stood up, I flipped over their cart, and I just blew them away with a huge gust of wind, taking them into the sky. And I see them shouting, "Ah!" And I yell at them, "You never come back!" Oh, what a great time!
Sounds like a blast.
Now you get my humor. You really get my humor.
You're a funny guy, Benjamin.
I like that a lot. That was good.
used to, man.
Good. I would have when that if it was me, I would have said safety. Then whoosh.
Belgicar's slapping his knee.
Yeah, in terms of like stories, I think the doc has probably it was probably like mostly listening and very curious about what everyone has to say because I think everyone is very fascinating to him, and I think he's probably said as much as he'll say tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My story, I think if I'm going to say anything, it'd be about my desert travel more. But that just has to do with piss and eating scorpions.
Yeah, I think probably the doc would have probably asked you, Belmont, like how you got to like that ragged state that we found you in.
I've basically been chased out of my own home country in terms of I needed to run. My life was on the line, felt a danger. And I can't really delve too much into it because I don't even know what's happening. It's all been a blur. I've got to get that book. It's got to happen. And that's from there I can start fixing.
I know a thing or two about blurs, and I like just chug my flask.
I'm just sobering up still, so I got a headache.
Yeah, as you say blur, I'm just gonna make a minor illusion of like what was happening in the sky, like those oh my god, what are they called? Like the Northern Lights kind of thing. But I'm gonna just put it in like a spot, like right in front of Balthazar and Belmont because they're both tripping out.
That's beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Good hell.
That's just
Yeah,
puts me
and
to
then
sleep.
and then Zuzu's just gonna like go in and like dance around. It's
And that like puts Belgicar to sleep. And he just he
He's like old man sleeping and it's like
yeah, he's like, ah, yes, makes me feel at home.
Yeah, I think at some point, I probably just like drunkenly like pass out like mid like people talking, just like as old
Yeah.
people do.
Yeah.
Like yes, yes.
I sleep pretty weird. I sleep in the sand, so I kind of dig myself a little burrow, and just I kind of like spider myself into the sand whenever I sleep. I stay
Yeah.
up. I stay up though. I wait. I'm like, all right, I'll keep watch. Yeah, you all pass out, and then I go in the corner. I'm just fucking shaking.
Yeah, I use my double bag as a pillow.
I have a full out like sleeping bag, pillows, blankets. Like I'm so comfortable, and I'm not even really sleeping. I'm just chanting. But
Nah,
You don't even need it.
From the streets, as they say. I'm with sand.
And while Belgicar is sleeping, but he's still like magically tending to the fire to keep it going. It's
yeah,
just
Zuzu is also awake. Zuzu doesn't sleep, so Zuzu can keep watch.
yeah. All right, and then the sun rises the next day, and same type of thing. You see this like glow from the sunrise, and it creates like this like flash of light in the sky. It's kind of like a rainbow, glistening rainbow sunrise, and then the sun comes up. And what do you guys do in the morning?
Yeah, I think I get up especially early to just see that.
I'm
'cause,
definitely up the earliest because
Yeah.
I mean, this is my first night I've been able to sleep in, so
Yeah.
I'm still in the sand. I'm looking a little less ragged, but you can tell I've been cozied up and I haven't moved.
I can just picture.
I can see my whips beside the sand pile. That's all
I can picture Belmont just like sand all over, like in the sand, just covered.
Not even dry. It's just fucking. Oh.
I'm like sky gazing, and then like Belmont wakes up, and I'm like standing on a mound that he's under. Whoa!
What's going on here?
I didn't see you there, Sonny.
God, my head hurts. All right, I'm up. Time is it? Where are we?
Can I get a vial of poison from my scorpion shit?
Yeah. You
Of
get like how
poison.
many let's say that what did you roll again? You got
I got like 15. Well, I 20 and I gave 5 to
Yeah.
yeah, so with a 20, we'll say that I don't know how many vials, like probably 3 vials.
3 potions of poison.
Did you make me some too, Chris, or no?
Yeah, I'll give you one. So
Because I have 10 scorpions.
Okay, so you get two vials.
well,
I got 2.
so I'm using your scorpions to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm giving you
Okay,
5
cool.
scorpions to use as well.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll do 3 and then.
I've already eaten most of mine, so.
So what am I adding? Poison something?
I just added poison basic vial. That one.
Oh, I see.
Other than the 5 I gave to Belgicar, I ate the other one. I was pretty hungry. I was getting the munchies last night. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, what did we eat last night?
What did you guys eat? Oh, I guess Belgicar would have like these rations that are just like a pill, and there's a term for them in the D&D, but it's like a little pill that you eat, and it's like a ration for the day.
Okay.
Oh, Goodberry?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Goodberry restores 1 HP, and it's a full like meal. I
That's
think.
great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So Belgicar just has that, and for the most part, he has like water capsules like that too.
Yeah.
But he also has this jug of water that like looks mystical.
Yeah. I probably have what is it in Lord of the Rings? The elf bread.
Oh,
The
lembas bread.
best bread. I probably have a bunch of that I can just like give out to people that my mom packed for my lunch.
Nice. Yeah, that's
The
good.
kid at the
Lembas.
lunch table that didn't have anything packed, so I'm just kind of like, I've got a collection of everyone's goods and like the scraps I've been chewing on, and a couple of bones in my pockets.
Scorpions.
Bones.
Like I've still got a little bit of meat I was saving on one bone just in case shit got a little. I didn't run into the caravan or missed it or something.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
And
so
then,
I have to give some bread to everyone.
oh yeah, and then Belgicar is also he's making some coffee in the hot sand of the
Hot sand.
fire. He's making
got,
like
His
this.
robe's like pulled up to his ankles or something.
Ah yes, this is very good, very good. He's just like making the coffee in the. I don't know if you've seen like those Middle Eastern, like they put the coffee in this like hot thing and it boils it, and then they like. He's doing some shit with that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I ask Belchikar, so how much longer till we arrive at Kashi?
Oh, we'll make it there today.
Oh,
Oh.
well, let's get going. We have business, don't we all?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So no coffee?
No coffee? Oh.
I'll have a sip. I'll have a sip.
He's got like all this stuff made. He's like, oh okay, yeah, we'll go.
All right, then make croissants.
I have like a flask or something that I pour a little bit into the coffee.
It's like I'm trying to think of a lore name for Baileys we could use.
Irish cream.
Yes.
Creme de la Kashi.
Creme de la Kashi.
Ah yes.
Straight from
Kashi. Sweet Kashi cream.
Sweet Kashi cream. My favorite. No, I've never been.
Just
Okay.
don't let the bandits see this stuff. They'll kill you for it.
I like nudge him. Not with you amongst our ranks.
Yes, as long as there's not too many of them.
Oh
And,
shit! So how much is too many? I'm like slightly nervous now.
Oh, I gotta say,
I thought you were confident. What's this?
I can handle most of them, but certain
Give
leaders.
me like a number. Like what's too much?
It depends on who it is. There's some people out here who are quite a match.
Like a standard tough guy, you know, standard brawny boy.
Let's just say that, like I am a magic wielder who has learned from a great master. There are also other magic wielders who have learned from great masters.
I like drink more. Shit. Interesting.
And
Well then, let's get going.
oh yes, we could die at any time. Let's get on.
Yes, let's go.
Well now, no time to waste. And
I've lived 182 years. I will not die today.
my goodness.
That's a long time.
So how
it's nothing
long?
for a gnome.
Oh.
I'm not used to gnomes.
Actually, for like a 182-year gnome, Eugene PG looks pretty good for a guy his age.
He is
Must
a
be all the
doctor.
potions. Yeah, exactly.
Potion of youth. So you guys see some more scorpions, and they're kind of like you guys are getting ready to leave, I guess, and see some scorpions kind of like chasing after your caravan, and then
How big are these damn scorpions chasing us?
there's small ones, but then I want you to roll a perception check.
Very perceptive.
I don't like that.
My
I
perception.
don't like that.
10.
Oh, these dice are great.
10.
19.
Actually, my passive perception is 17, so technically I can't go under 17.
Oh, okay.
Passive's 1. Oh, I got lucky.
Yeah.
16.
Either way, you guys see in the distance these scorpions that don't look like small scorpions at all. In fact, they look like large scorpions.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh, they're not small. They're large.
So I'm gonna give you an opportunity to avoid this combat. If you maybe do like a skill check challenge where it's like how fast you guys can get ready.
Belmont's
So-
Belmont's like, look, I'm nothing to grab.
So basically, like, yeah. So you can roll 3 type of skills to basically you're gonna try to pack up your shit as fast as possible. Yeah, like set up everything like the horse and like get the caravan out of the kind of like it's like stuck in the sand. So you can choose like a strength. Somebody can do a strength check to lift the caravan out of the sand.
Can I do
Somebody-
a sleight of hand?
Yeah, you could do a sleight of hand to like tie the
Yeah.
rope to the horse, and then somebody needs to like pack the stuff up. Belgazar will be packing the stuff up as well.
Can I maybe do like a nature check to like clear like clear a path for our caravan to like get out of the sand and stuff? Like
Yeah, or nature check, or would it be
what could a nature check do?
a nature check? I guess you.
The
Okay,
wind
you-
is going this way. We'll go faster that way.
You know how to avoid an encounter with these scorpion. So
Oh
you
yeah,
would-
true. Yeah. I know. Like I know.
You've seen them
scorpions.
before, and you know, like if you do a certain thing, maybe if you go to their left and they don't know how to turn left.
Or like they don't like fire or something, and then we
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
light a bunch of like sticks of fire. So, yeah, I'll roll
Yeah.
nature.
All
Okay.
right.
I'll roll with survival help. That's a 4.
Yeah, survival.
Yeah.
What can you tell me what you could use survival for? Maybe it's like
Probably getting well, you're packing the stuff up, right?
yeah. So you know how to pack the stuff up quicker, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a
Because
quick packer. I could help you even get the caravan and stuff too.
All right. Yeah. Is anybody gonna do strength or
I can
I
I have
got
a
26
1 on strength.
sleight of hand.
you got a plus what?
I got 26 on sleight of hand to like tie stuff up and do all the dexterous stuff.
Okay, that I'll say that works for like pulling the caravan out. The horse kind of pulled it out
Mm-hmm.
by and you sleight of hand I guess to lift the caravan out.
I only got a 12 for my nature, so I'm like,
Okay, you
I've dealt with small scorpions, but not large ones.
you like create a fire and the scorpions are just like, you know, they're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a fucking giant ass scorpion.
Oh, shit.
And they're just kind of
Oh, that works for the small ones. Shit.
like.
One thing to do with the small ones, fire.
All right, so you kind of like get your thing going. What did you roll, Sappy?
I
This is the deciding factor.
17 for survival.
17?
Ooh.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh,
So
also, since we took a long rest, sorry, let me roll my elixir, my experimental elixir. Oh,
okay.
another 4, so I got the boldness
All right.
one as well.
You guys just made it. Belgicar rolled an 18, and you guys
Oh, hell
just,
yeah.
you guys just get your shit in the caravan, and just as these things are like coming up and clawing at it, like you see like a pincer just come out of nowhere and almost like almost hit like the side of your caravan, and then Belgicar, once he gets in the caravan, you're just gliding like
you can see now the power of Belgicar's ability to use the wind, and he accelerates with like a godly like speed
Very hermit.
that seems to like it's like the sand in the wind passes beneath him, and like the horse itself is like barely touching the ground, almost like Santa Claus.
Wait, are you Santa Claus? White beard,
no.
white man.
I have been called that before. Who is
What?
this man?
I think I've heard tales about this guy.
I have no idea. These ancient scrolls. I don't know who you're talking about. He just sounds like an ancient man.
Delivers magical lightning. You're Santa Claus.
I've heard of such a name, and only in myths and legends. You're exiting the desert area, and you're coming in through the Wandering Valley, which is in between two massive mountains. We got the Kalahari Ridge, and then we got the southern mountain here called the Okanaga that I just made up right now.
Nice.
So you're traveling through this wandering valley on the way to the great mythical city Kashi, and you can see as you enter the wandering valley, there you can start to see a lot more settlements, and you see like like little towns and stuff. As you're passing through, you can see all these different like shacks and like things like that around the river areas, and it seems to be like this great open plain. And you notice that there's still like mainly desert, but there's a lot more green land once you enter this area. And there's a lot of farming areas. There's a lot of things like that, like especially around the flowing rivers that seem to be flowing from the mountains. Whatever's left of the water is like it's flowing off the mountains and trailing off into the edge over there. And you can see in the distance that you can tell that the land has like it's kind of like an abrupt stop. So you can see like there's a horizon, but it seems to be like part of the horizon is kind of ending early, and it seems like there's like a cliff at the end. And this great plain over here. Once you enter the Wandering Valley, this great plain it's called the Great Plains of Acacia, and you have just like a massive grassland, or whatever's left of the grassland, some kind of like kind of like burnt out crops and stuff like that, and whatever's left of the farming land is like spread out all across this land. And you start to approach Kashi. This is quite a long distance that you're traveling in one day, but it's over like a couple hours, and like maybe this whole stretch is like an 8-hour drive. And you finally reach the end of the cliff, and it's you can start to see once you approach the narrow at the end where Kashi is. You can see that there's a lot more settlements now, and you can see like all these little bandit huts and and you see the cliff of Kashi is like this massive. You can't really see what's on the other side. You just see a bunch of like little shacks and huts and stuff like that. And as you approach it, it's kind of like a rice field, how there's like levels that are going down to this eventual cliff at the edge. So you guys are going through this kind of like, it's almost like a little shanty town outside of the main city. And you see like all these settlements and things like that, and you're kind of like going down this main road, and you see like there's a bunch of different bandits, and it seems like they're collected in groups. Like there's like one group of motorcycle dudes like and they're shooting their guns off and shit, and you see like a group of rocky, kind of like rugged looking people. Everybody seems to be wearing armor made out of like scrap metal that they found in like a junkyard. They just use like whatever garbage and metal that they can find that's littered across the land, and they kind of build these like armors. There's like garbage bags on their head for like protecting themselves from the rain. There's like whatever they can find. It looks like gears and like stop signs and all this junk and whatever. And you're driving through this narrow that's going, it's like the main street in the city that's going to the cliff, and you see like the whole thing is basically like a market, and they're selling like a bunch of there's like, it looks like orc arms and like like basically illegal shit. Like none of this stuff is legal. They're just selling crazy shit, like the wildest shit that you can imagine, like junkyard guns and like whatever bullshit.
Orc arms are illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
An orc comes into town. Hey, you! Why do you got arms?
Hey, give me those arms.
Yeah, give me those arms. You can't have those.
It's illegal to be eating pork.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, that's fucked up. People are like, this is fucking weird. But these dudes are just straight up selling it on the street. And you see things like that. You can make a perception check if you want to look at like all the crazy shit that you can see, but there's basically like things that you couldn't even imagine. There's like,
I'll do a perception.
15.
All right, you see most of the stuff you see is drugs. It looks like
5.
Okay, you just look at this and you're bewildered. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, my eyes are like really squinted because it's so bright out, and like the reflection off like everything. I'm just like, whoa, this is too much for my old eyes to handle. I'm just going to take a nap.
Yeah, everything here looks insane. Like you're just like so blown away that this is even a place that exists, because you're just used to like quiet town, village, everybody's civil, nobody's killing each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing just like everything that you see is just like, this is illegal. And Aaron sees you see most of the stuff is like that you see is like drugs and paraphernalia and things like that are designed to get you high or some type of benefit. And you see with you got a 17 or 15?
I got 15.
Okay, you see that there's that there's like main, like you can tell there's like gangs, like certain people are not hanging out with other people. There's like a clear divide between these certain like shanty squares, and they don't seem to get along either. They're kind of like, they kind of don't like each other. And
yeah, it's not like a bird's eye view of everything. Like it's pretty clear that there's different areas for different gangs to be in.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody, if they do pay attention to you, they look at you with an intense glare, like Can
they see us when we're in the caravan?
Yeah, you're in a stagecoach, so they can see through the window. Like you got like a window.
Okay.
But they don't approach you. They know, like Belgicar's traveled around here.
Yeah.
They know of his reputation.
Do I see any elves? Like what are the ethnicities and races and stuff here?
There's a bunch of like, it's a mixed variety of every type of person.
Okay.
Like every type of person that's, certain races are more rare.
Yeah.
So maybe like there's less elven people among the gangs because most of the elven people are in the mountains. Most of the druids and like dwarves and stuff like that are from the mountain areas. So there are still some of those people. There's some of them in gangs, but it's not as common as like I guess who there's like mainly humans, and then you have a lot of like I
Okay.
don't know, like maybe like orcs and gremlins and those types of people and the gangs, and like you can't really tell because a lot of people are wearing masks. A lot of people have these masks that protects them from the mushroom spores.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
Belmont. I was sick old Belmont.
Yeah.
Mask-
you
we,
make-
we all have masks too, right? Or maybe everyone except Belmont.
Yeah.
Did you guys bring masks?
Sure.
Yeah, I definitely would have because I've studied
Okay.
this shit.
I don't know if I would have a
Do we
mask.
have an? Do I probably would have extra being a doctor, so I'd probably give one to Belmont.
Yeah, give
I
one
would
to
just
me.
be like,
Rusted.
put this on, Sonny. You never know.
Yeah. You notice
Yeah.
You don't want to breathe in those spores. They'll crystallize you in a day.
Yeah, you notice that Belgicar does not have a mask.
Magicar, you fool! Toss him
Oh,
out.
I've traveled these deserts. Don't worry about me.
If you
And
say so.
Man, if only my dad had this mask. Jeez.
actually, yeah, that's a good point. Because I guess it could still get inside the mask. It's still not 100%. You know, maybe if you have a weak immune system.
I feel like maybe it would be like a gradual thing almost. Like people are getting percentages of it in them if they're not.
Yeah, like you notice that it's not just a respiratory thing. It's also like if you have too much exposure to it through your skin
Mm-hmm.
or things like that, you could get it. Like, you know, there's so many ways of getting. It's a mushroom that grows on you. So once it starts growing on you, like your lungs are more sensitive because there's like a organ tissue.
So it'd be quicker death.
Yeah. As soon like people all around there's people that are like actively searching to destroy the spores,
Yeah.
especially in cities. If somebody gets affected, they carry them outside of the town, and they let them
Quarantine.
die.
Yeah.
They basically let them die in the desert.
Sounds peaceful.
That would explain all like the bodies littered all over like the desert landscape.
Yeah, and as you approach the Wandering Valley, you see a lot of, kind of like they look like trees with mushrooms growing on them, but they're actually they look like crystallized trees, but they're actually people that were affected. That all along the.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's fully grown out.
Yeah, like Doc kind of shakes his head and kind of looks around at all this, and he's just like under his breath, he's like, "I didn't know it carried this far out."
Oh yes.
Hadn't seen anything.
It's affected all the land. Wherever there is green, wherever the desert meets, you'll see it.
I've lived a secluded life all this time, so I thought it was mostly something that my people dealt with, but it seems that I was very, very wrong.
My hometown isn't really affected by the fungus, and the only time I left was to go to be a pirate. I didn't really see it. I had no idea it was like this. No wonder my dad got sick.
Yeah, you didn't really see it until it started creeping in, like in the recent years.
Like bodies coming back from like missions and stuff.
Yeah, and you notice like where you're from, the land is like there's like at one point a connection from green that extended from Altair all the way down to like all the way down the Himalayan mountain range.
Yeah.
And now you notice that these days, like where you're from, that's actually receding to the point where Altair and the Himalayas is like separating.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
as I'm seeing like all this stuff, and I'm remembering like when seeing how like widespread it is, I like call over to Belgicar, but I'm gonna call him. Hey, Bumblebee. Have you ever come across a man named Carter Vumbat by any chance in your travels?
Carter Vombat.
It's a gnome about this yay high, my height, and
Now, who describe him more? What does he look like?
handsome, chiseled young man.
What does he do?
He's an adventurer of sorts.
Wombat. Oh, he looks like you, right?
Not exactly, but perhaps if I was younger and more handsome, I know it's impossible, but perhaps we'd look alike.
Ah, yes, Wombat. Last time. Oh, my goodness, this is a long time ago. Is he from the same place as you, Rimbelda?
Yes, was it about 6 months ago, long ago, or
6 months
shorter than
ago.
that?
I've definitely heard that name. Perhaps I have given him a ride. I don't remember. My memory does not.
I know what that's like.
I got to say, I have no idea who you're talking about.
No worries, Binky. I'll ask around Kashi to see if everyone's come across him.
Where do you think he is gone?
Do you know,
I don't
by
know.
chance, Belgicar, the
Yes,
closest way and who to ask about or how to get to Sanjita from here?
Yeah, you're looking for the Temple of Darkness, which actually is right at the end of this road.
Close.
Oh yes, we're going near there. In fact, the place that I'll be taking you to stay is right beside it.
To stay, I just
There's
need to get to the Temple of Darkness.
Oh yes, there's an inn right beside. I mean,
There's an inn. They put an inn beside the
Yeah,
Temple of Darkness. What kind of urban
Great,
planning is
look at it.
this?
you know, this whole city used to be an ancient temple city, and people just built around it. You know, it's actually kind of nice.
All right. Well, save space, I guess.
So you approach the cliff and you look down and see a massive bustling city built into the side of this massive cliff that extends further down than your eye can see. The cliff just continues down and fades into the darkness. And you can see this kind of like some lights at the bottom. Like the sun is in the sky, and you can see thousands of airships that populate the sky. And you can see the bright blue of the sky fade into the darkness of the night below you, and you can see the starry sky beneath you, as if it's like you're standing on the stars. And you could so like the sky kind of just like fades from a light blue all the way down to like the starry sky. And you just see like all these ships just like going back and forth, and you can see the depth of the universe below you, and like littered with the illuminating lights of the city below. The cliff kind of curves around, creating a horseshoe shape with an enclave. To the right of the horseshoe shape, a massive floating rock formation sticks out of the side, connected by a rock-like bridge, and several man-made bridges below, creating passageways for the ships to pass under. This floating rock formation is the center hub of the city and is where most of the traffic of the ships are. It's the central market, and you can see all types of goods being traded there, from food, potions, to tech, to ships, etc. And that's basically what you see. And then beneath you, you can see like all these different, like there's like hotels there. To the right, you see there's an entertainment district that kind of curves around.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then on the left side, where there's like inns and stuff like that, hotels, and then there's bars, and they kind of curve around, and there's like a little like kind of like alley, like a cliff alley, where that turns around, and that's like a gambling district over there. And that's pretty much all you see right now.
Okay.
When you say we look down, we see the universe, is that because we are actually at the edge of this piece of planet, or it just looks because of airships and stuff?
No, you're actually at the edge of whatever was left of this, like, you're at the edge of this asteroid.
Never seen anything like it.
Oh yes, it's such a beautiful sight.
How does this city compare to our what's it called, Altair?
Altair is actually much bigger. Altair is like, I don't know, have you ever been to Altair? Because it's actually pretty like hard to get into. Not just anybody can just go in there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm pretty sure I got into the caravan from there, but I may have gone like a handful of times when I was a kid or something. I don't know.
Okay, so you've never really explored it.
I've never really,
You
I've
maybe
never
just seen like, you never seen the edge of it. Like you've never seen the trading hub or anything like that. Because a similar thing would be in Altair, where you can see the edge of the planet too, but you probably wouldn't have gone that far into it.
No,
I
would be with my parents, whatever they were doing.
Yeah, you've seen like massive buildings though that are not here.
Yeah.
This is kind of like a shanty.
Town. So Altair is probably like skyscrapers and stuff, whereas this is like stuff that's built into the cliffs and like huts and
exactly.
Motels and stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's big.
Yeah, I'm seeing all this shit for the first time, and I'm just like, fiddling with my goggles, and I'm like, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Belmont's just kind of, he hasn't been generally where I'm from. I haven't divulged where I'm from, but it's further south. It's a bit more, it's still turmoil. It's not like a lot of activity in markets and stuff like that. So he is also a little bit taken back, but a little bit more distracted by the fact that there's the Temple of Darkness right there.
Yeah, so Belgicar would like take you to this this kind of like balcony / remains of this temple, and he shows you like this massive city, and you guys are like in awe. Like there's like ships flying, there's like lights down below, you can see the universe below you. You can see like the sky is like glistening from the light, the iridescent glow of the sand. And Belgicar looks out and he's like, well, this is the edge of the universe.
Wow.
Until next time on the Super Journey Dude podcast, where we adventure through space and time. Next time on Rainbow Valley.
Wow, very cool.
Very cool.
Well, that was our dude's journey for today. Tune in next time on Rainbow Valley Radio, where we will be continuing our dude's journey. And I'll be sitting here continuing my journey as well, in my lonely shack in the middle of the desert, watching the sunset in a shimmering rainbow glow. And I wish you the best on your journey as well. May you all drift peacefully in the twilight, and may the stars be your guide. I'm your host, Bronson Rogers, signing off, and good night.